This site's pretty awesome. You can see maybe the sun peeking through.
Good morning, everyone. Day 5. What a gorgeous morning on Redpine Bay. It's around 7 o'clock. We are in the midst of cooking oatmeal for breakfast, packing up hammocks, and we're trying to get on the water early today. So Rich's ankle is not doing great. He's able to walk around, but it's quite painful. So we were looking at the map last night, and we came up with a bit of a crazy plan. But basically tonight may be our last night in the park. Let's go over what the plan is. I don't know if you can see it here, but this is Longer Lake here, and we're just north of this. So the plan was previously to go down Longer Lake into Shipagoo, do the Tim River to Shaw back out to Queer to Magnetewan. In there though, there's some big portages, like 1.5 into Shipagoo. We'll have to do this portage 1.1 twice, 1.4. I just don't know if Rich, his ankle can do it. So our plan now is to go down Longer Lake, 300 into Big Trout, no portage into White Trout, no portage into Grassy Bay, and then a series of smaller portages, the largest being 935. So today we're going to try and get all the way down to Misty, and then tomorrow just a 935, a couple small portages, and out. So in taking this route, basically eliminating probably 4 kilometers of portaging. So hopefully that'll, Rich says he's pretty good to do 400, 500 meter tops in one shot. So that's what we're trying to aim for. Trying to stick away from the 1 kilometer plus portages.
Evan hasn't been lying to you. My ankle is pretty sore. And I'd be willing to do those portages if it was the only way out. Simply a suggestion that if we could take it a little bit easier on the ankle, it wouldn't be a bad thing. So,
what my baby wants, my baby gets.
Yeah, I'm like, all these videos make me seem like I'm the biggest crybaby of all time, and I've just been teary-eyeing about how bad my ankle hurts. I've been... I feel like I've been keeping it pretty quiet.
Somebody give that baby some milk.
I get the tensor bandage on it. It feels okay. I can still walk. It doesn't bring tears to my eyes, but it's just sore, okay?
Just a glassy morning on Redpine Bay. This morning we're headed off in this direction. Headed down to Longer Lake. So we're leaving Redpine Bay, Little Narrows, with a little 70 meter portage coming up. We are now going upstream. The portage is here on the right, but we're just going to go up. With water so high, we might just be able to walk up it or paddle up it. I believe last time I walked up this one in like 2016, and it's only a 70 meters, so it's not very far. Sorry, the portage is on the left up there. This was deceiving. Ooh. Not bad at all. Easier than loading and unloading the boats. When you get in, Ryan, I can push you. There you go. Now this is the 40 meter that basically ends Redpine Bay coming into Longer Lake. This one, yeah, we probably could pull the boats up it. Likely not worth it. It's got a little more flow to it. This is more typical of the Petawawa. Not much elevation change, but a good amount of water coming down. Still gorgeous. Really nice. So we're just about to enter Longer Lake. A nice stretch of lily pads and marshy bit. No moose. Oh, and there's a... Oh, we missed it. Oh, there's the heron. So this is the top end of Longer Lake. Lives up to its name. It's just a pretty straight shot down to the portage and around this corner. If we were still going into Shipagoo, that's where we would turn and do the big portage into Shipagoo. We're gonna head straight down to that dip in the shoreline, and I believe it's a 300 into Big Trout. And I think like off to the left down here is the like natural waterway that goes over a dam. So this is on the 300. We just passed another group on the portage, and we're coming out into big, beautiful Big Trout Lake. We're gonna walk this baby right out into the water. Sandy bottom, and take in the view. Well, we are getting extremely lucky. This is looking into the main body of Big Trout, and if you head down that way you can get into Merchant, Happy Isle, that sort of thing. We are swinging this point, which is Birch Point, heading over into the right into White Trout, and to be honest, you couldn't ask for a nicer paddle on such a big lake. The prevailing wind, it's obviously here and there's some waves, but there's no gusts. We're making great time. It's just a spectacular paddle.
The seat broke?
Yeah.
Again? Did you hit something?
Huh?
Did you hit something?
No, just
Oh.
the metal top here popped off, so it's just a screw. I think the screw just pulled right through the gunnel.
And it was just enough to push you off?
Pull the hole.
There's a decent amount of water in there.
You got some video of this?
Well, I got video of you in the water right now.
Perfect.
seat.
I guess maybe I don't know if we should unscrew that bailing thing and try and get some of that water out.
Well, I shouldn't.
Or
really,
load your
the
stuff
water
in
shouldn't
here.
be a problem. If we move my bags up to that side, and I'll have to sit on the back seat, and just I might have to put like my bag, the food bag, one of your bags, and then
How's the water?
my water bottle's in there.
Yeah.
Water bottle's fine.
Oh, I know the water bottle's fine. I said, how is the water?
No, the water's fine.
All right. Swim over to the other side of the boat so I can grab stuff from this side.
Well, if you hold it,
It's just there's a lot of water in there,
I
bud.
could probably get in.
Okay.
Other camera,
It's gonna be a calamity. Both all gonna be in the water in a minute. I'm holding as best I can. Oh, let's get more water. Let's get more water in. We need to get all the stuff out and then maybe boat it to empty it.
Going back from it. And then I just start grabbing.
Your garbage is flying away behind you again.
In the middle of Whitefish Lake, the grommet on my seat that I was sitting on popped off, and a couple strokes later, when I realized what actually happened, the screw actually pulled right through the gunnel. The seat dropped, it pitched me to the side, all the gear shifted weight, and we took on a bunch of water, and like I fell out of the boat, but the boat didn't really capsize. But yeah, so we just literally had to do a boat over boat canoe rescue in the middle of Whitefish Lake. So, well, thank God it's 25 degrees. The water was refreshing, to be honest. But just shows you anything can happen. The waves weren't even bad. The conditions were perfect. Just seat failure on the boat caused a swim. But thanks, guys. You guys are getting pretty good at that boat over boat. Okay, now that the boat over boat rescue calamity is over, we are back on track, and we are now at the White Trout Lake Ranger Cabin. Doesn't appear to have anyone home. This is still an active ranger cabin in the park. We're just here to take a peek, take some photos, and pull up on the beach here. I want to assess the damage to the boat, see if we need to throw any duct tape on it, and see if we can't fix the seat even just temporarily. So it's a very similar looking cabin to the Big Crow and the Birch Cliff. I'm assuming this one's a lot nicer. So we're at the end of White Trout Lake. This is looking into Grassy Bay. There's a bit of an island straight in front of us here, and you can obviously go in this way and hang the corner. But I think we're gonna try and go straight here and try and cut the corner, if that's possible. I believe this is a campsite here on the point, and there appears to be a sign. So we're gonna head towards that sign, and hopefully it says that we're going the right way. I'm slowly starting to dry out from my refreshing afternoon swim. I can't be more thankful to have these guys with me. They are excellent tripping buddies and quite efficiently rescued me in the middle of the lake. So thanks again, lads. Alright, so we are finally done White Trout and Grassy Bay. We are about to take the portage on our left here. So we just finished the 200, and now you're looking at the 80-meter portage up and around the Taylor Chute. It's just rocky enough that at the end here, that you wouldn't want to run it. Doesn't look too bad up top, but at the end here, there really isn't a good line. This is approaching the 195 on the Petawawa. Nice little rapid. Can't run this one either. So here's the portage sign here, and this is the one that was marked in high water. You can skip it. It honestly looks like we could paddle it and not even have to get out. So if we could skip this one, that would be good. Ooh. A little fresh paint. Yeah. So it looks like we can paddle the whole thing. One last portage today. That means there's only one more to go.
I think that's it. I don't see a sign, but
This must be on this tree.
yeah, it might be on this tree that's laying in the water. Okay, so we just finished the last portage of the day. I believe we are now into, well, part of Misty. What is it, Misty Forks, I think it's called. And we've got probably another hour worth of paddling before we find ourselves a campsite for the night. I showed you it briefly, but here's some pretty big old remnants of the logging times. Saw the alligator a little, day. Yeah, I guess it's just yesterday. Feels like forever ago, but and here's some big saw blades cutting some big logs, and you can tell that probably the reason we had to portage around there is because of a lot of log jam.
So we just had a bald eagle. It's a bald eagle. So it was just sitting on this log here. We were trying to get some pictures of it, and then it took off to the corner. So we are, I don't know if you can see very well, we are paddling into the evening breeze. We just left Misty Forks. We're in the first narrows, making our way through all the narrows into Misty. I don't know how much battery I have left, so this might be one of the last videos of the day. He's still there. You got your camera up? He's right there in that tree branch.
In the day, I think everyone's getting pretty sore. Will be Rub A535 night. We're really hoping we can get to that site, and there will be a spot for me to go swimming. It be like a bath, because I'm feeling pretty gross. That's the truth.
All right, so we are behind the island on Misty. We're doing a bit of a tour of the lake, looking for a campsite. You said you saw smoke here? Yeah. Oh, I can see a person. Yeah, there should be one straight ahead. And if we strike out there, I guess we can go there, or there should be stuff here. There's one right there, I think.
I don't know if Ev did a video or not, but we found a site eventually after paddling most of the lake. A nice gentleman at the campsite over there told us the one we were headed to next wasn't available, so we turned back and took this one. Doesn't look like the greatest site. There's the old Thunderbirds out, I'm pretty sure. Doesn't look like the greatest site, but we're not going to be here for long anyway, so we'll make it work. So we go through this little clearing. Fire pit actually looks pretty good. Bugs don't seem horrendous yet, but we are definitely tucked in the woods. We've scouted out and found at least 2 spots that we'll be able to put a hammock, so we just need to find a 3rd one. I'm sure we'll make it work.
I said to the landlady, me money was spent.
So every time we get to a site, Ryan and Evan both yard sale their bags, toss everything out of it all over the place. I meticulously take one thing in, one thing out, try to keep it organized. I'm still slow at packing up, but I try to keep it organized. Last night, Ryan yard sailed my whole bag all over the place. And now today, it's wonky as all anything because I just couldn't get it back in the way I liked it. So, Ryan, you suck. And I'm not impressed.
Is that your second whiny video?
Okay, it's not a whiny video. It's a truth video. The viewers want to know the truth. And the truth is, Ryan screwing with my bag was a real irritant first thing in the morning.
I need to get a new thunderbox dog. She's, her back teeth are floating for that one. All right.
Stop using the F word. We got video of this. Nope.
Sitting in the middle of white trout lake. Okay.
Does that look like it's crooked, Ryan?
Yeah.
Better? You see the little photo of Ryan with the sun sweeping his luscious locks. And then we'll see how Ryan and Rich look in the sunlight. So good, probably. Blinded by the light.
Spirits are high though.
Yeah, spirits are high because I had so many spirits last night.
Morale is up. Some would say, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Too early for that. Water is the essence of hydration. Hydration is the essence of beauty.
Beauty is the essence of rich. No?